The mirror of feelings, Ho-Oponopono, the magic formula for living in harmony, rediscovering and using the love that lies in each of us. I'd like to tell you an extraordinary story, probably something that nobody has ever told you. It's a story of love and fantasy, magic and reality, a story that will reveal the immense powers that each of us possesses. I am sure that in this way I will really be able to help you and those who love you to understand and easily overcome the critical moments that you encounter every day, so that you can transform all those negative feelings and beliefs that make you feel uneasy into love. Now, using your imagination, open the door to your heart so that I can come in and start this story. This is the story of 4 children like many others who lived in 4 different continents. I'll introduce you to them. Adao, Celeste, Radu and Nico. Adao was a 7-year-old girl who lived in a nice town in Thailand. She had long black hair and big brown eyes. Celeste was 8 and lived in a small Mexican village with her very large family. She had olive skin with emerald green eyes and short, unusually copper-coloured hair. Radu, on the other hand, was a nice little black boy who lived on a big plateau in Ethiopia, in a small, poor and dusty village. He was 10 and had never been to school as it was too far from his house. Nico was a lively Italian boy of 12 who lived in a very busy but beautiful suburb, right at the foot of a large volcano. He had big sea blue eyes and curly black hair. These 4 children, or young people, who lived in completely different places, each having their own different habits, rituals and customs, were sharing the same dark and sad day, each with their own cry. But what could have happened to each of them? You should also know that a little sprite has always lived in our immense and infinite universe, who has the task of managing the traffic of smiles and tears that come and go from the earth. He is a very special sprite, and along with him you are about to discover what happened to the 4 children in this story. On that sad and dark day, the earth had cried 4 enormous tears, the biggest and saddest tears that the sprite had ever seen. They were so big that they actually contained the 4 sad children inside each of them.
Well, how many tears must you have shed to make such a big tear which has brought you all this way?
Exclaimed the astounded sprite, fluttering around the 4 tears. Celeste, the Mexican girl, answered first. You're right, but you don't know how sad and embittered I am. This is one of the worst days of my life.
Hey, that's a bit strong. Do you want to calm down and tell me what or who has made you so sad and depressed?
Interrupted the sprite. Yes, of course I'll tell you. First of all, my best friend decided to go and play with another.
Do you want to cure everything that is stopping you from being happy? Do you want to discover the magical powers that you didn't know you had?
Shouted the sprite, opening his little arms to embrace all 4 of the big sad tears together. Yes, yes, I do. I want to be happy too. I do too, answered the 4 children together with great enthusiasm.
Very good. Well, get yourselves ready for a journey that will take you to Hawaii, where you'll meet a very good friend of mine, a shaman, or if you prefer, a spiritual guide, a wise man who will explain and talk to you about a method called Ho-Oponopono. which you can use to get rid of the negative energy inside you, the painful memories, and your tears, rediscovering the peace inside you,"
concluded the Sprite of the Universe with satisfaction. As he said this, he let the 4 sad tears one by one into a cloud, which took them with a fluttering of wings into the blue sky of Hawaii, letting them down gently, like raindrops, onto the untrodden beach, where Aaron, the shaman, was waiting for them.
Aloha, my dear children. Don't be afraid. You're safe here. Hold each other's hands now you are free from your big tears, and come and sit on the beach around me.
The shaman exclaimed with a big smile. After seeing Aaron's reassuring smile, the initial fear of the 4 children melted away into a sense of peace that they had never experienced before, and they began to ask him questions as if they had always known him. But the Sprite of the Universe said that you were going to talk to us about something called Ho-Oponopono. That's what he said.
Ho-Oponopono is not a religion. It is a simple and effective self-healing practice based on pure and unconditional love. Love is the main ingredient, the engine that moves the universe, the key that opens and creates everything, and puts mistakes right. This is the magic formula. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It is like a very powerful prayer to be repeated in your mind to bring peace, serenity, and love into you and therefore into everyone around you. Is what I'm telling you clear? Celeste, you look a bit unsure. Please do ask me any questions that may be useful for your new friends too.